14th. We were down in Panama. We'd been there for about 10 days. Typical job. We get the word, we pack up, we hop on the plane, we go to Charleston, we stayed there for a day, we went down to Panama. We shoot our video and we come back. No problem. Okay. Typical job. This time, it's June 14th, and it's about noon when Matt came in on the convoy from the Atlantic side to the Pacific side. And he'd been shooting video on the convoy, and he was real excited when he came to the Atlantic side. He was saying, Greg, I'm going to be flying on a helicopter. I love to fly.
People admired him. You know, they liked him deep down, and I could tell that too the day we found out that he was killed in that crash. He talked about, you know, bad timing. You know, that was supposed to be a day for, you know, gaiety and, you know, happiness, spontaneity, that sort of thing, because that was also the day we had the organization day. You know, we were going to play baseball and eat, drink, and marry. That was the same day we found out he died. And when it struck me, I looked all around the room, and everybody felt the same way. You know, it's that gut feeling, that gut reaction. Being a comrade in arms, being a friend, knowing the guy, talking to the guy, having talked to him, and having him go, just like that.
It really didn't hit me till the very end when they played taps at his funeral at Arlington. Then it really hit me that he was actually gone. It didn't seem possible. Legends never seem to die, and the doctor was certainly a legend in my mind. He might not have been the quintessential soldier, but he was certainly someone that looked out for his subordinates or his troops before he did himself. He took the blow for his troops, which is an admirable quality and something that some people should look at. I will remember the doctor for the rest of my days in a favorable light.
But to us, he was all good friends, you know, we liked him, and it was really a sad thing. I was over in Germany when I found out about it, and it's a tough thing to find out about when your friends getting killed. So, flying everywhere. I don't know.
There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Into these last few years.
You wouldn't know it, you know, with him always kidding around and joking around in the unit, but he's a very sensitive person. Very sensitive. He tries so hard. He tries so hard to please. So hard to do things right. So hard to be accepted.
When we had a inspection or an inventory by our company commander, usually at a chain of command or something of that sort, quarterly inventory, and they would ask for a particular camera model, and he would blurt out its particular model number down to the last letter, dash, period, C, and every detail, and he knew all that. He just memorized all of them.
I could ask him for help in packing for a job, going over the equipment inventory, and he'd drop everything, and he'd help me out.
I'm gonna keep drinking until
To me, the doctor was many things. Mostly, he was a lot of fun to most of the members of A-Team in CPD that were most familiar with his certain mannerisms and ways out in the field, which made those particular TDYs that much more fun. Why Sergeant McDaniel is called the doctor? A lot of people may not know that. his name was originated, I believe, by Glenn Sierra. He just donned that name for him, and it stuck, it fit. He was the doctor.
He was a 60-foot Charlie. In fact, that's how he'd say it. You know, as time wore on and we got to know Sergeant McDaniel, we'd always impersonate him. And I always think impersonations is the grandest form of flattery. You know, you get to know a guy and you want to, you know, pin down his mannerisms and his voice. And every so often, you know, you get into a mood. I think, well, you know, I was a 60-foot Charlie, and I remember the time when I was in the Navy. Yeah.
Why didn't we make light of the doctor so much? I think it's hard to pinpoint exactly, but I think a great deal of it, in part, has to do with his phenomenally charismatic appearance. And maybe the swagger that he possessed. Maybe the very personalized stances that he posed during times. His overall demeanor. His classic phrases.
I want you to cut the cable ties.
And one that Glenn and I will never forget. He's coming! He's coming! Etched in our minds forever.
Once he'd gone, I realized all that he meant to me. The man was killed doing his job. And he was killed doing the things that he loved to do. He was flying, he was shooting, not video, but stills. But still, that's part of his job. And he did it. And he did it because he wanted to do it. And sometimes I feel that Mac is looking down on us and saying, "Weep not, for I am happy."